Boom. What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a brewery. I've only had maybe one beer from these guys before this one, so this is my second beer I've ever had from this brewery, and they're down in Dallas, Texas, and I'm excited because I've heard pretty good things about these guys. They really enjoy working with hops over there, and plus this has a kind of a form of a certain kind of hops in there that I'm really excited to kind of see how it creates a different kind of flavor profile in it, just because it's a hops I'm well acquainted with, but the way they introduced it into the beer is a very, very interesting and unique style. But so today we're gonna be looking at something from Celestial Beerworks. They're out of Dallas, like I said before, and they like doing some very interesting stuff over there. So let's read about them a little bit. So at Celestial, they like consuming beer in its freshest state, and they're really, really heavily focused on a hop-forward style of beer. They're trying to stay with a really approachable style, complex, and all that kind of stuff with their beers. But they really, really like hops over there, and so they kind of experiment with many forms of it, many ways that you can introduce it into beer. And it's like they don't serve something until it's absolutely perfect for what they're looking for. And I'm pretty excited to see somebody who's so passionate about a hop forward kind of beer to kind of create different ways to introduce it into there and kind of bring out different flavors that I normally don't get. It's kind of a really, really exciting thing. I like seeing people with passion. I like seeing people with wanting perfection in their beers, because that's what's going to create the best product. So I'm really excited to see what comes out with this one. Of course, their kind of tap room and looks pretty fun. They have their beer menu looks nice. Of course, unfortunately, this one is not available on their beer menu right now, but they have a food menu as well, where they have a lot of cool different kind of food styles on there. But without further ado, let's talk about this beer we're going to be drinking today. We're going to be looking at one called Technical Skillset from Celestial, and there's a bunch of calculators on there, which I think is pretty unique. I know it's kind of holographic and whitewashed out on the camera, but different colors of calculators on there. Of course, you got the Celestial Beerworks. I don't know if you can see it on there because it's whitewashed, but it's their logo right there. It's really nice. Really, really nice label. Very kind of classy and clean, which I really appreciate. Let's see. This guy comes in at 10% ABV, so it's because it's a triple IPA, so I'm expecting maybe a little bit of booziness to it. So let me talk about the hops in this one, because it's very unique. So they used Strata and Galaxy, but there's a form of Strata hops that they use in this called Strata Hash, which, if you all know, hops and cannabis are pretty close to being the same family, and different ways you can get different forms of cannabis, like getting hashed, concentrates, all that kind of stuff. You can pretty much do the same thing with hops. So they extracted some Strata Hash and was able to put it in this one. So expecting some very, very concentrated hoppy flavors from the Strata. Maybe a lot of tropical fruits, a lot of stone fruit forward when it comes to the mixture of nice, like these two hops. Definitely going to have a nice pininess, even though there might be probably a booziness to it due to it being a triple and it being a 10% ABV. Might get a little booziness. Wouldn't say this is sessionable at all. And I'm stoked. I really, really love myself some higher ABV IPAs. That's what kind of I've been searching for lately, because I've had plenty of sessionable, lower percentage, just regular New England's or West Coast IPAs. I want to explore the avenue of higher AB, triple, quadruple IPAs and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm kind of looking for when it comes to me searching for beer nowadays. So being able to find this one automatically kind of got me excited. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about. Let's see what we got on the nose on this thing. Expecting some nice tropical fruit notes. Whoa. Very, very very passion fruity on the nose. Almost has a sweetness to it, maybe because they said in here there's a bunch of tropical fruit notes that come through, but there's also some slight candied notes that come through as well from the hop. So getting almost a sweetness at the end. Definitely having that 10% triple IPA boozy smell hit you on the nose. Yeah, Kevin, if you can find some other stuff from Celestial Beerworks, they definitely focusing on hop forward kind of beers, so you might be able to experience some nice high ABV kind of IPAs with them. But yeah, getting almost a passion fruit kind of thing Definitely like a very, very sweet and ripened mango a little bit. Yeah, it smells absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. So without further ado, I'm ready to pour this guy and see what this thing's all about. So let's see what I'm expecting. Like a nice, pillowy, soft, juicy mouthfeel. Gonna be hazy AF, that's for probably sure. And let's see how it pours. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a hazy boy. Nice, white, pillowy, soft head to it. That just looks absolutely fantastic. Holy crap. Looks like on the camera that I'm drinking orange juice, but I'm not. It's a triple IPA. And that just looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, big shout out to Heart of the North for a nice little glass from them. Well, I purchased it when I was up in northern Wisconsin over the summer, but yeah, it's a really nice glass. Oh yeah, definitely more of the booziness comes out. You're definitely getting that boozy kind of note lingering in those. Still getting some like passion fruit mango kind of notes on there. Nice sweetness. Definitely going to be a heavy one, so without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So, cheers everybody. Happy Saturday. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that is good. So, right off the bat, you definitely get that booziness. Hits you right on the tongue at first. You get that hoppy bite. And then it kind of gets like, there's a very, very nice sweetness to this, which I didn't expect. I know when it comes to having like a triple IPA, the hops kind of bring forth a little bit more of sweeter profiles, which I do heavily enjoy. Of course, you're going to probably get more of those danker kind of cannabis-like profiles as well with the higher ABV triple IPA like this, just because of the triple dry hopping or something like that. And it's, yeah, it's, wow. It's sweet, it's juicy, has a really, really pillowy, soft mouthfeel. There's no oiliness to it whatsoever on the mouth. It's very, very bold. It's very, like... It's weird for them to say this because it's a very bouncy mouthfeel. To where it's just... Like, you think of you're drinking a cloud, pretty much. And it's just... Kind of getting a lot of mango and passion fruit flavors in this. Definitely getting, like, a nice kind of almost candied sweetness at the end. It's sweet. It's tropical fruit flavored. It's hoppy. Definitely... have a little bit notes of like walking through a forest floor kind of note to it, but it's not, that's definitely not the most predominant flavor in it, but you're just getting tropical fruits in your face. Juicy, very, very enjoyable, and just absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'm a big fan of this one for sure. For being my second beer I've only had from Celestial Beerworks, they knocked it out of the park. This is awesome. So let's look at, if you can't get your hands on anything from Celestial Beerworks, of course, if you're on Untapped, which you all should be by now if you're beer drinkers, just because it's the perfect app for craft beer drinkers, they have sections in each beer where if you can't get your hands on that specific beer, you may be able to, they show a list of similar beers for it. So it's funny because the similar beers list for this one has 4 from the same brewery, which is this very interesting situation, then 1 from another. So we got 4 of them from Willow Park Brewing. I think they're out of Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. So Willow Park Brewing is out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So they have a couple. So they have, let's look. So they got the Underworld Kings, which is a 10% triple IPA. Let's see, we got Laps Around the Sun, which is another triple IPA. Okay, so they do a lot of triples over there. And then we got Deadly Vocabulary from them, which is like a 9.9, so it's another triple from them. Wow, they're giving us a lot of triples from Willow Park. And then we got Rage of Angels, which is another triple IPA from them. So, and then we got one from Fiddins Brewing Company. Fiddins, I don't know, it's Fiddins or Fiddins, where all of these that are listed are nice triple IPAs, which is a kind of a good sign. And some of this Fiddins one is located, I believe, in New York. So it's Colline, New York. So definitely less ratings on this one, but having a 4.88 rating, I think, is pretty fantastic. So that one is their triple Jasper with pineapple. So now let's try to figure out what's going to be the most similar to this one if you can't get your hands on. That triple Jasper sounds pretty good. Well, let's see. Laps Around the Sun. What's that one? New England style. Azeka, Simcoe, and Eldorado. I don't know if you're going to have the same flavor profiles with that. Eldorado. Ozeka Galaxy Eldorado. See, this is like a tough one because some of these hops don't bring out the same flavor profiles. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good one. I don't think anything with Simcoe would be close. Let's see, this is like an oat IPA with Galaxy and Citra. Actually, the Rage of Angels would probably be pretty close, I would think. So, either the Triple Jasper from Fiddian's Brewing Company or the Rage of Angels from Willow Park Brewing might be your two similar beers for this one. If you want to possibly get your hands on something that is very, very similar to that kind of style. So yeah, Kevin, if you want to get your hands on probably that one, some of that Willow Park stuff out of Bethlehem, you might be able to have like a kind of a similar profile because they have like 4 triple IPAs that they've done. So if you want to get your hands on one of those, you may be able to make a visit out there and actually try it. So, but let's see. Let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on this guy. Let's see if there's any more I need to pour into the glass. Nope, we're good. Let's look at can art. Yeah, I like it. It's clean. It's classy. I like the holographic notes. Fortunately, it doesn't really show up that well on the camera just because it kind of whitewashed it out and the lights and all that kind of stuff just don't do it justice. But you got different colors of calculators on here going from purple, green, let's see, blue, orange, pink, light blue, like kind of like a tannish brown. So they just like put a bunch of calculators on there, kind of giving that more of like a geeky kind of style of can art. A bunch of numbers coming through the calculators and all that stuff. Let's see if there's anything detailed on the buttons. No, not really, but they took advantage of the screens of the calculators to put like what kind of style of beer it is, where the hops are, what the name of the beer is. So I think I really like that. Let's see, the holographic thing is nice. I really like the colors and the kind of like the abstract kind of things in the back notes behind the calculators. It's really nice. So yeah, this is something that would probably catch my attention at a liquor store or bottle shop just because I'm going to see a can with calculators on it and be like, what the hell? So, let's see. For can art rating, I'm probably going to give this, I'll give this like a 3.75 out of 5. Pretty cool. It would definitely catch my attention. It wouldn't be like something that I think I would keep the can art to, but it's something that would catch my attention and kind of want to figure out why there's a calculator on a can, you know? So, let's see. If I got this beer in a flight at Celestial Beerworks, would I get another one? Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is definitely up there. One of the better triple IPAs I've had. Definitely getting like all those tropical fruit flavors that I love. Kind of slight candy notes. Definitely have like that juicy mouthfeel, almost that pillowy soft, like you're drinking a cloud kind of situation. That little candy note at the end. Actually, before we kind of give my full rating on if I get this in a flight or at the end, let's see what the actual description of this one is. So this triple IPA is loaded with a healthy charge of Strata, Galaxy, and Strata Hash, like I said before. The aroma of this beer is loaded with intense amounts of stone fruit, and the flavor is full of passion fruit, mango, and peach rings candy. It's pillowy soft and drinks like a fresh squeezed juice. Yeah, everything about that description was spot on. You could definitely tell they're kind of honing into their craft and all that kind of stuff. And before we actually talk about if I'd get this on a flight, get it on its own, and what my rating is, like Untapped says here, it's 10% ABV, and with over 1,139 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.34 out of 5, which is pretty freaking solid. And I was like looking at my friends list, seeing if people checked this in. Of course, my father did. He gave it a 3.75 out of 5, which is still pretty good. But going back to the global ratings, let's see. This person purchased at the Craft Beer Kings in El Monte, California, it looks like. Gave it a 4.5. Let's see. This person gave it a 3.25. Say juicy, citrusy, tropical fruit aroma, tropical fruit mashup up front, smooth, thick, rich, creamy mouthfeel, semi-sweet with an earthy, semi-dank, faintly citrusy finish. Which, yeah, that's pretty spot on with the description if I say so myself. Let's see. This guy gave it a 4.5, saying softened, mellowed after being in my fridge for a while, still fantastic. Now this person gave it a 4. Let's see, a 4.25. Another 4.25, 4, 4.5, 475, 425, 425. Of course, made out with 375 shit up on there. Let's see. When did he drink this one? It was in August. Okay, so let's see. We got another 4. Another 4, say, candy, pineapple, bubblegum, cotton candy, mandarin orange, pulpy OJ, some hints of mango, peach, malty sweetness through a nice, cool, minty hibiscus quality, and subtle hint of piney bitterness. Incredibly smooth and balanced, wonderful melange of flavor. Yeah, some of those I'm not really sure where he's getting like the bubblegum cotton candy thing going from there, and like a minty herbaceous quality. Not really getting that at all. Plus that can kind of looks different than mine. It's a bigger calculator. But when did he drink this? All the way back in August. So yeah, we still are getting some pretty good ratings on this one. So let's start figuring out if I got this one in a flight, would I get another one? You have to ask. I 100%. I'd get a couple 4-packs to bring home most likely because it's absolutely delicious, absolutely fantastic. I love the tropical fruit notes. Love that kind of candy back note. The nice pillowy soft mouthfeel, having that sweeter kind of ending flavor that lingers. Okay, so Craft Beer Kings is a delivery, just saying. Not sure if they have ship, but worth checking out, especially in California. Okay, that's interesting. So it's kind of like a shipping kind of thing for them. That's pretty cool to know. So if you're in California and want to get your hands on some nice craft beer, and maybe including this one from Celestial Beerworks, Craft Beer Kings may be the avenue you're looking for. So that's a kind of good on you to let us know that one, Tucky. But let's start figuring out what my final rating on this guy is going to be. I think I'm going to give this one a very, very solid. It's tough. I'm going to go with a 9.25 out of 10. Really, really, really good. If you can get your hands on this one from Celestial, I would definitely just do it. It's almost perfect, in my opinion, for what I look for in a triple IPA. Loads of citrusy, like tropical fruit notes. Nice sweetness to it. Nice malty backbone. Not really too boozy, but overall there's still a booziness to it. Very, very juicy mouthfeel. Yeah, it checks almost every single box that I'm looking for. And I kind of want more of it after I finish this, but I know I can't do that. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it. That's all what I have for you guys today. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. And if you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live, do another review. Let's see. Okay, so go check on them on IG. They post a lot of deliciousness all the time. Yeah, I'll check them out, Kentucky. But yeah, last but not least, people, if you're looking for a kind of like a beer delivery / beer subscription service, always going to recommend Tavour. We just got our buddy Kevin on there. He's going to be able to, he ordered some stuff delivered for him. Of course, if you want to see if you can get anything from Tavour, I can always send you kind of like a referral link to where you get a free $10 if you're able to purchase from them, and I get a free $10 of worth of credit with them, which free $10 to buy a beer is always a good thing. And so if you want to get a hold of that, link to the Tavour website is down in the description below for you guys. Of course, you can always hit me up in my DMs, and I can send you a referral link if you want it that way. Just got to hit me up. I'm always available with that kind of stuff. And if you want to see a social media aspect to beer drinking, always going to recommend get yourself on Untapped. It's a great platform with the clubs do. Just like checking in beers, get badges, all that kind of stuff. It's really, really fun. Really, really fun. So you can find a link to my profile down in the description below as well. And I think I'm going to end it like I always end it before we get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time, people. Cheers.